Hi everyone, happy Sunday. It is Psychic Medium Josh Simons coming to you on Sunday night with a little bit of a video message. Just wanted to share some stuff and I hope that it helps folks as they watch this. Now, just a little update for me and Isaac and Deep Earth Arts. Very busy, very exceptionally, gratefully busy. And I have personally been doing a lot of tiny little tarot readings, and I'm having a lot of fun with those. Absolutely. It gives me an opportunity to serve people as well as I can and learn tarot, the tool that is just a whole lot of fun. Now, two big messages that I want to share with folks right now is that Christmas, right? Midwinter, Yule time. That's what's going on here. You can see it's very blue in my studio space, and I wanted to put up blue lights this year. Blue speaks to me of that coolness of winter, right? That pause. A lot of people don't like winter. I really appreciate the time of winter, and I really only have started to appreciate winter in my adult years, right? It gives us a time to consolidate, sit with ourselves. I was using the word gnome like a verb. It's a very appropriate time of year to gnome ourselves like a hobbit hole to nest up. And that's something that I would encourage everybody that's in the Northern Hemisphere, where, we're in the dark time of the year as you were, to really sit with that energetic movement of stillness, slowness, quietness, right? Go within, quiet yourself, and do your best to sit with those parts of yourselves and those parts of your world that you've experienced over the past year, right? So as we move to the end of the year, it's a time to draw to a place of stillness, to learn, right? To consolidate and to integrate all that we've learned over the past year. All that we've learned about life, the world, ourselves, and all of this. That gives me an opportunity to talk about a tarot card. So I was giving one of these little readings that I do. And in this reading, this person was represented by the Five of Wands. Now, I'll try to show you what the Five of Wands looks like in this light, so it's not washed out with the blue. But the Five of Wands is typically and traditionally five people that just can't get together, right? And somebody once said that if the people in this picture with the Five Wands could get together, they would make a star. Well, this card represented a person, right, in this reading. And I was like, wow, it wasn't representing the people in this person's life. It was representing the person themselves. And the message that I got for this person was, this represents all your pieces, right? So think of ourselves as an amalgamation, a combination of all sorts of different pieces, right? We have our mind, our intellectual part, we have our heart, our emotional part, we have our physical part, right? So there's all sorts of pieces that make us up. And those pieces need different things, right? They need different things. And this person's message was very much they had to come to peace with their pieces. It's a little catchy little phrase there, right? Come to peace with your pieces. We are all made up of, like I said, all of these different aspects. We're all really complicated algebra equations in the way that we're made up of pieces that influences in different ways. This woman's reading, right, where she was the Five of Wands, was very much asking her to honor what the different parts of her and the different pieces of her needed. For instance, if she had a part of herself that really liked shepherd's pie, right? We'll just use shepherd's pie as an example. But she was buying into some sort of some sort of fad diet, low carb this, low carb that, can't have potatoes because they're starchy or what have you. But there was a part of her that really loved shepherd's pie. Imagine, and I know that we all go through this, so imagine having that piece of us that's like, oh, I really love shepherd's pie. And then having another piece of us that goes, you can't have it, it's bad for you. I don't think that's how we should live, right? I don't think that's how we're meant to live. I believe all the pieces and parts of us should, as much as we can, find a place of balance, find a place of peace, right? And I really think that's what bliss is. Bliss is, I believe, when all of the pieces of ourself are lined up, right? I would ask you to look at this time of year as an opportunity to do that, as an opportunity to look at the pieces within yourself. What do I need? What does my body need? What does my mind need? What does my heart need? What does my spirit need? I had another client that I sat with, and this person was really struggling. I said, well, when you start to use the word spunk or funk, or you've lost your funk, your mojo, those sorts of things, when you say that sort of thing about yourself and about your life and how you're interacting with your life, that means your spirit is malnourished. And this person was very active, very athletic, doing all of these things to fulfill needs of their body, fulfill needs of their mind. And yet they weren't really paying attention to their spirit. Spiritual malnourishment is something that we really only react to, most of us. Well, I need to get to the river. I need to go to the lake. I need to get up on the mountain. I need to, do this. I need to do that. Usually we only do those things when we're reacting to them. Oh, I feel depleted. I should fill myself up, right? This is an opportunity to say, okay, what can I do to fill myself up before I get to that depleted sense? What can I do to be proactive for my spirit versus reactive for my spirit, right? So that's it. That's how I would ask you to see this time of year, to look at the lessons that you've learned about your home, your family, your community, your friends, your life, yourself, and how those can be applied now when we all should be gnoming ourselves. And sadly, a lot of us don't do well in this time of year because if you're a business owner, or if you're in retail or anything, restaurants, service industry, right? It gets really busy, right? This time of year, when that kind of goes against the energy of humans, right? Where we should be, as it gets darker, we should be gnoming ourselves, right? Holding up in our little hobbit holes, so that when the world is more active, when it's more solar, more summery out, we will have the strength and resiliency to walk through those active times. That's why we oftentimes find ourselves depleted, because we're being very active in times when we should be very restful. So, do your best to use this time of year to come to peace with your pieces, right? Come to peace with your pieces. That would be beneficial for you and everybody that loves you. So, this time of year, midwinter, Yule, Christmas, holidays, all of those things, how can you come to peace with your pieces, right? So that's my message for you today. Don't have much more to say than that. Think about your pieces, think about what they need, and think about how you can get all your pieces to come to peace with one another. That's bliss. That's what we deserve this time of year and all times of the year, right? Take care of yourself out there. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas.